Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the only Jimmy Cricket!
Next time you have a Cornish pasty, instead of a biscuit or marshmallow, make sure it's not hot or you'll be paying VAT, and that'll be pretty hard to swallow. You know, we don't get the service, ladies and gentlemen, do we, these days? Eh? I was in a restaurant the other night and the waitress gave me the wrong meal. It was meant for a GP on the next table. So afterwards she came up to me, she said, "Did you like your meal?" I said, "Yeah, it was just what the doctor ordered." And I'm walking into a bakery, and I said, "They're lovely cakes." She said, "They're Madeira cakes." I said, "What makes you think I can't afford them?" Hey? I mean, there's no need for that, is there? And what about the chemist a week last Tuesday? Pat, close the door. I said, "I'd like a packet of cherry menthol lozenges, please." Right. I went back a week later. I said, "Chemist, come here. I'd like a packet of cherry menthol lozenges." 2 weeks later. No, more, 10 days later. He said, "Don't tell me, a packet of cherry menthol lozenges." I said, "No, a packet of blackcurrant menthol lozenges." He said, "You've changed your tune." You give me a little drum. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I felt you were with me all the way through that routine, you know. And I rode off to B&Q. I said, "Dear B&Q, come closer to this letter. Congratulations on building the boat. Ellen MacArthur went right round the world. 27,000 miles and finished back home 72 days later. P.S. Could you keep an eye out for the wardrobe I ordered 94 days ago? From your warehouse 12 miles up the road." Now, folks, what about last week? You know, all that panic buying on the forecourts, eh? Do you know, I saw a fella broke down. I passed him on the road. I stopped the car. I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "I've run out of petrol." I said, "Well, I've got a full tank. Just follow me." Hey? Well, you try your best, you know, don't you? I'm driving down the M5. Picture the scene, folks, and I get behind this fella driving a horse box. But there's no horses in it, right? It's an empty horse box. So I carry on driving. About 6 miles. No more, about 5 miles. And then he turned into Cheltenham Racecourse, and then it dawned on me. He was taking the non-runners. Hey? I mean, why didn't I think that earlier? And I carry on driving. See, I'm carrying on with the routine, you see, carrying on. And a fella passed me on a bicycle. Now, I'm doing about 40 miles an hour. Picture the scene, folks, and this fella passes me on a bicycle. So I went up to 50. I went after him. Because you never know, it could be a trick cyclist, you know? I mean, did you hear about that circus in Middleton? The contortionist, he robbed the post office. Half an hour later, he turned himself in. So I got after this fella. Overtook him, right? Then he passed me again. So now I'm doing 70 miles an hour. And he passed. I shouted, "Fell on the bicycle. How is it you keep passing me?" He said, "You've caught my braces on your bumper." What do you think of the stamp 60p, ladies and gentlemen, a first-class stamp, eh? Do you know, I'm going to write a letter to complaint, but I can't afford to post it. I took a parcel into the post office and the fellow weighed it. He said, "This is too heavy, you need another stamp." I said, "Another stamp will make it heavier." Hey? I mean, who are these people? And he took out this stamp. He said, "You want to stick it on yourself?" Well, you can finish the rest yourself. I mean, I rang up the local newspaper, the Rochdale Observer. I said, "Rochdale Observer, come closer to the phone. I want to sell something. How much is it to place an advert?" She said, "It's £5.90 an inch." I said, "If it's that much, I won't bother." She said, "Why, what are you selling?" I said, "A 20-foot ladder." Stopped off at the motorway services. What do you call those services on the motorway? The M62. It's the birch services, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Stick with me in this one. Will you see me through this one? Will you? Right. I had a cup of tea, a sandwich, a sausage roll, a cold one. Hey? Like to keep the act fresh, you know? I said to the woman behind the till, woman behind the till, come here. You know, I've only got a £50 note. She said, well, that's okay. Leave the sausage roll back. This is what we're up against.